and Benjamin went to war against the rest of the tribes. Now there was a series of battles, but the final battle, the Benjaminites were reduced to about 600 men.
400.
Yeah, 400.
400. You said 400, yeah.
Cut. Because I had read 600, but then it was.
All right, well, let me look it up, brother.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
yeah. Because I forgot what.
4 or 600?
Yeah, 600. It was 600.
Oh, 600? My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
600, yeah.
My bad.
It was 600. See, we're deadly correct. We're deadly accurate with the history, all right? We make sure we say the right thing, okay? So it was 600 men that Benjamin was reduced to. So that tribe had to be replenished. Now, how is the tribe going to be replenished? That's where the women comes in. That's the tool. That's the job of a woman. A woman ain't nothing but a tool, man. And the tribe had to be replenished. So anyway, let's pick up the story. Let's go to read the verse again. 16 verse.
Verse 16. Then the elders of the congregation said, "How shall we do for wives for them that remain?"
Yeah, because I just explained to you what happened. The tribe was damn near wiped out. That's why when you go into history, you see the term Little Benjamin.
That's right. That's right.
Little Benjamin, because that tribe, the Benjaminites suffered a horrific loss in those battles.
That's a question to ask somebody that think they know the Bible. Why was Benjamin called Little Benjamin?
That's right. That's right.
You know?
That's right. Go on, brother.
Seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin.
Yeah, the women are destroyed out of Benjamin because of those wars that Benjamin had with the rest of the tribes. Go ahead.
And they said, there must be an inheritance for them that escaped of Benjamin.
Go on. That escaped of Benjamin, which was 600 men. It tells you in the history that they hid in a place called the Rock of Rimmon. All right, they hid there. Go ahead.
That a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel.
Go on.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters.
So the elders made an oath that they're not going to give their daughters to the sons of Benjamin. So it was left up to the men that would escape, that were alive, to seek wives for themselves. And there was an opportunity that arose for them to do so. We're going to read about it. Go ahead, brother.
For the children of Israel have sworn, saying, "Cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin." Then they said, "Behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh."
Now that's the opportunity where they were able to grab those women. A feast that was in Shiloh. Go on.
Explain that part about cursed be anyone that gives his daughter to Benjamin. Explain that a little bit.
Right. Cursed, and they were under oath.
Yep.
The elders made an oath. They said they would not give their daughters to the sons of Benjamin. Now, if any elder did that, or if any Israelite did that, I believe it was a curse unto death, penalty of death. Right?
Yeah, they made a vow. They made a vow not to
right.
give them, so they had to keep the vow.
Right.
Yep.
So if you did that, you were put to death because they were under oath. See, back then, when a man gave an oath, that was a serious thing.
Keep your oath.
When a man gave a vow, that was a serious thing. Like I'm going to give you an example, the example of Jephthah, all right, which is found in the book of, Judges. Jephthah being one of the judges. He made an oath concerning his daughter. And to make a long story short, his daughter came out, and basically he said if he wins the battle, he would sacrifice
the first person that he saw, and it was his daughter, and he had to kill. And he had to kill his daughter. Yep.
So he ended up killing his daughter behind the oath. Now I'm just showing you how serious the oath is. Go ahead.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, "Cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin." Then they said, "Behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly, in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goes up from Bethel."
Now, when you look at the map, right?
Give me a break. I got to change the camera.
We're talking about. Okay, so we're back. We're talking about the incident that happened in the book of Judges with the daughters of that danced in that place called Shiloh during the festival of the Lord. Now, when you go to the map, the area where Shiloh is located, Shiloh, which is north of Bethel, that was the country of Ephraim. Now, the scriptures doesn't say it, but chances are those women were Ephraimite
You
women.
got an hour. You got a whole hour before this is done. All right?
Chances are those women were Ephraimite women because they were from that country, that region, the land of Ephraim. So those are so-called Puerto Rican women today, right? Go on, brother.
Then they said, Behold, there's a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel,
That's in the country of Ephraim. Go on.
on the east side of the highway that goes up from Bethel to Shechem,
Go on.
on the south of Lebanon.
Go on.
Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, Go and lie in wait in the vineyard.
Wait a minute. Go and lie in wait. That's like when a lion lies in wait for its prey. That's an act of violence, right? That's a physical act. That's an ambush. That's a good word. That's an ambush, man. They're about to ambush those women. Go on, brother.
And see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance,
And you know women like to dance, man. Those women probably came out dancing their ass off, man. Shaking their ass. Shaking and gyrating their body, you know? Shaking their breasts. Shaking, like the brother said, shaking their money maker. Go on, brother.
come out to dance in dances,
And they were young.
And there were young women, young desirable women.
12, 13 years old.
That's right.
14 years old.
They weren't old, decrepit.
And them
women,
guys
right?
didn't go for the 14 years old. They went for the 12 and the 13 years old.
That's right.
The virgins. They were virgins, man.
They were very energetic. Okay? They weren't old, decrepit women. They were spirited dancers. Yeah. No old, decrepit women came out with a cane and came out dancing, man. All right?
Well, even Yeshaya admitted. I'm sorry, brother.
No, that's all right.
Hey, I got that Arias.
That's all right, man.
Hey, even Yeshaya, because we got to hit them. You know, we always hit points, man.
Gotta hit that point.
Even Yeshaya admitted when it was brought up, he said when Mary got with Joseph, Mary had to be anywhere from about 13, 14, 15 years old. He actually said that, man. But we say, and all of a sudden, we're the bad guys.
And he said that Joseph was an older man.
He was an older man. I believe he said maybe 45, 40.
Said he was
And he
older.
said that's what they did back then. Older men got with very young women, man.
Right.
Yeah, because a young woman gets an old man's machine going, man. Hey, an example of that is King David. There was a decree where it was said, let there be sought a fair young virgin
But Yeshaya forgot to mention that.
She was a young woman too.
of the tribe of Issachar.
Fine.
All right? And when they saw that King David wasn't getting no heat, meaning no passion, because King David was known for placing that rod, man. Just like his son Solomon. He was known for placing that rod. So when they saw King David wasn't getting it up, they said, yeah, the king is he's on his way out here.
He's out.
He's on his way out. Which shows you once again that a woman is a tool, man. That's why they got that woman.
A tool.
A tool. All right? Go ahead, brother.
and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances,
So they came out dancing, right? Go on.
then come ye out of the vineyards,
Now remember, they were lying in wait. They were hiding. The scripture said, then come ye out of the vineyards. Go on.
and catch you,
And catch you. Go on.
every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh.
You got to go at the blue letter on that one, man.
Well, we went.
And then remember, we got to go back to the destruction of the system.
Correct.
You know,
I went, and the word there for catch is katap,
katap, okay.
which means to seize with
Well, it
violence.
sounds like, you know, katap. I'm a katap you, nigga.
I'm a katap you.
One more, say one more word, I'm a katap you.
Which means when you look it up in the blue letter, it means to seize and grab with violence. With, and they emphasize the word in the blue letter, they emphasize the word with violence. So what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, we cursed. So those men, they were lying in wait, they came out the vineyards and they catch those women with violence. They probably used some jiu-jitsu moves, man. Some tackling moves, some headlocks.
Ankle picks.
Oh, headlocks.
Ankle picks.
Ankle pits. Whatever
Picks.
that is.
Ankle pick. In
Ankle
wrestling,
pick.
when you pick a guy's ankle, you bring
Ankle
him
pick,
down,
okay.
man.
Fireman's carry.
Fireman's carry. Yep.
Headlocks. They probably put some of those women in a headlock, man. Running down with two women. Like
Kimaras,
Yeah, Kimaras.
guillotine chokes.
Yes, yep.
hill hooks, all that shit, man.
Heel hooks. So you're getting the point, all right? And this was sanctioned by the elders of the congregation. Remember that.
But you know what? If I may
Right?
say this,
Yeah.
and you get all of that by going into the actual language that it was written in and looking up that word.
Which Yeshaya doesn't do.
I do.
That's right.
Go on, brother.
And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyards and catch you every man his wife.
So the word catch, in the Hebrew, the word there is katap, which means to seize with violence. Not to entice her with your words. Not to rap to her. Not to entice her with your conversation, like Yeshaya said. That's total bullshit. And that just shows your ignorance, Yeshaya. And
Not
that
trying
shows,
to go to the annual Sunsplash Festival.
Yeah.
All right?
and that shows why the Lord is going to pretty soon silence you. Like the scripture, as it is written, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses.
Yep.
So your mouth, the
For
Lord is
filthy lucre's
for
sake.
filthy lucre's sake. So
Look up the word lucre. It means profit.
That's right. It said filthy lucre,
Corrupt money.
corrupt money, and that's what Yeshua, that's what you're engaged in. Yohana, you're engaged in it. Nate, you're engaged in it. That's why you say the shit that you do. But the Lord said He's gonna stop your mouths. He gonna shut your mouths. Bring it out. What you got? Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Now, why is the man going to die? He's going to die because he laid with a woman that's betrothed, meaning she's joined to another man. So this is the act of adultery, which is punishable by death. All right?
Yep, that's right. That's right.
There's no rape. That does not constitute rape.
Yep.
Okay? It's obvious you don't know the difference between what you call rape or deem rape and adultery, right?
That's right.
It's obvious. Go ahead.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
Yep.
For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. For he found her.
Which means if a man rise against his neighbor and slay him, what's the punishment according to the law for that? That's murder, man. Is it not written, thou shalt not commit any murder? So what's the punishment for murder? Death. All right, now jump to the 28th verse. That's the verse you didn't read, Yeshaya. You black devil. You black demon. And the word devil means deceiver. And that's what you are. You're a fucking deceiver. And you know what? Way back then we knew that you were the devil, man. Way back in the early 90s we knew you were the devil, Yeshaya. I used to watch you, man, at the Sabbath service when they told you to read the scriptures. You had that look on you. I gotta read this. I gotta read this Bible. I'll never forget that, man. That's my own personal testimony.
He wasn't deep in them words,
He used
man.
to hate to read the Bible.
He wasn't deep in them words. He ain't no real scholar.
You used to hate, when they told you to read the scriptures, you'd have that evil look on your face. Like, I gotta read this. That's my testimony. I used to look at your face. Right? So you ain't right, man. Go ahead.
28th verse. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which
That's a young woman. You're saying that we can't lay down with young women. That's bullshit, man. Paul laid it down. He said, look, if a woman is past the flower of her age, which is her menstrual, let them marry. What is married? Sex, having sex. So when a woman passed the flower of her age, meaning her menstrual, she's ready to marry, man. She's ready to have sex. That's in our law.
Past the flower of her age, she's 90 years old. Nate, shut the hell up, man.
The flower of her age is a menstrual. For you jackasses that don't know. Now when a woman passes a menstrual, she is ready to have sex. And that's usually around the age of 11, 12 years old. Alright? Now we don't do this in this kingdom. Why? Because the so-called white man has his own law. And if you do that, you're breaking the so-called white man's law, and you're subject to be tossed in prison. Because you're breaking the so-called white man's law. You're not breaking the Most High's law. You're breaking the so-called white man's law. That's why Paul said all things are expedient. No, all things are lawful, but not expedient.
All things are not expedient.
Paul said that. All right? Go ahead, brother.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
Which is not betrothed. That's the key word. She's not joined to another man. Go on.
and lay hold on her,
Lay hold, just like the...
What's the Hebrew word there?
Right, the lay hold, I believe, is pas. I believe. I mean, we could look it up. But lay hold is the same word like katak, which means to seize and grab. When you lay hold on someone, you grab them. All right? That's what lay hold means. Lay hold means to grab. Okay, it's a physical act. Unlike what Yeshaya was saying, you got to woo the woman with your words. That's total bullshit. Go ahead, brother.
and lay hold on her.
Lay hold on her means just that, grab her. Which, that's the very word rape. The word rape is from the Latin repere, which means to grab. Seize. No, the word means to grab. Not against her will or no. It means to grab. That's what the word means. Go ahead, brother.
And lie with her.
And lie with her. What that mean? To have sex with her. You lay hold on her and you have sex with her. Go on.
And they be found.
What this society constitutes as rape. Go on. And they be found. What's going to happen to the man? Is he going to be put to death? Let's find out. Go ahead.
Then the man that lay with her
Then the man that lay with her, go on,
shall give unto the damsel's father
shall give unto the damsel's father, go on,
50 shekels of silver.
50 shekels of silver, which proves that a woman is a possession. All right? He bought that. He laid with her. She became his possession. And he bought her.
According to the father. It had nothing to do with the woman.
Had nothing to do with the woman. That's why back in the ancient world, we had something called arranged marriages. Women have always been a possession. That's why a woman's last name is that of either her father or her husband.
Yep.
What does that signify? Possession.
There's a story of King David. Now, King Saul had wanted King David to die in the battle. And he was in the roughest part of the battle, and he just knew David wasn't going to make it out alive.
Right.
And he said, look, if you can take down, I believe the number was 100 foreskins of the Philistines, then you can have my daughter, Micah. And Saul already had in his mind that David wasn't going to make it back, and he gave Micah to this other man. I forget his name.
Right.
And I believe it didn't say that they had sex.
Right.
But when David came back and gave him the 100 foreskins,
Right.
he said, "Give me your daughter."
Right.
And the dude was crying after. Why are you going to cry? Because you already had the sex with the woman.
Right.
You know.
He was joined to the.
He was joined to the woman, but you know what?
Right.
You can break that vow because the father had the ultimate say.
That's right.
Now, mind you, it didn't say that they had sex.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It didn't say whether they had sex or not.
Right.
But the dude was crying.
Right.
You know?
He was crying.
He was crying for him, man.
Right.
And then she had hatred for David until David locked her ass away.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And she didn't have no kids.
That's right.
Simply because she snickled at David. And women will do that to you, man.
Right.
They'll snickle at you, man.
Right. Right.
And you want to kill a bitch if he does that to you. So what did David do? He said, bitch, since you snickled at my ass. Did you read that, Yeshaya?
Yeah.
He put that woman away,
Right.
and she had no children, and she couldn't deal with no other man, and she had to die like that.
That's right.
So Shai, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Yeah, what the hell are you talking? So you're trying to bring that Hollywood love story bullshit into the scriptures. All right?
Hey, Shai, this is what happens when you call yourself being in the truth for 40 years,
Right.
and you take like almost 20 years off, man, and you coming back with that old 1992 bullshit, man. You're the only ones that's gonna see that and gather along with you. Give me Acts 17:5.
That's right.
That bullshit, that magic, that bird of the Chaldees magic ain't gonna work on us, man. It'll work on them niggas, man. That old black magic is not gonna work on us, man. That's why I started never want to come. No, I'm coming down. You guys are for yourself. I'm coming down. It's always gonna come back to us, man. Get it through your head, man. It's always gonna come back into your head. Because the Most High sent us up, man. That's not even our name. The Most High gave us that name, man. We ain't give us that name. All the black on guys, when they talk about Israelite groups, GMS always comes up. Anytime somebody got something to say about this